The German-Turkish Cooperation, organic agriculture, has been established 4 years ago with the main objective to improve quality improvement of organic products from Turkey, this time for the European market. And in this context, we are organizing a workshop here. Our target group are importers from Germany mainly, and we want to share our experience and best practice examples with them, because we are of the opinion, and this is also, let's say, an output of our project, that quality problems can only be solved on both sides if all the players of the supply chain are active and are willing to find a solution together. Turkey is one of the most important countries for organic products, and Attila Ertem, our national long-term expert to the project, will introduce and give some important data and figures to the audience.
As you know, the Turkish exporter has been started the organic movement by request. Not it came from the root. So Turkish exporters started the export business for request of importers. From European partners came Turkey, requested some dried fruits and nuts, and started the organic business. That's why we say trade enter the house from chimney, not from the door. This created some advantage, means booming. Turkey used the chance 30 years ago, started to export, but on the other side, we couldn't really improve the quality of business. So this project came on time to improve the quality of Turkish organic sectors, organic movement. And Eastern people like to talk about their own best things or strong things, because the other side, they want to hide. And Western people, what I learned last 30 years working with Germany, they are criticizing of their weak point, how they can improve.
We as Wally, we are importing dried herbs and spices from Turkey. For good quality, everybody in the supply chain has a responsibility. It is really important to establish a continuous communication system. It's not one email or one visit. No, you have to find a way and to communicate with your supplier constantly. It is the basis for any kind of actions, measurement, that you have an existing good communication way. So at the end, everybody in the supply chain has his own responsibility. And finally, the ideal version will be to come to a kind of an agreement, maybe an exclusivity contract. That is the ideal, that is the best form. In general, the quality conscious in Turkey rised up in the last years. We started with pesticide problems maybe 10, 15 years ago, and then we found the understanding for a problem was less. In the meantime, it's a good cooperation with Turkey. For sure, there are some improvements necessary, especially improvements of the, patriarchatic system in Turkey. It becomes better, but it is still the system that maybe the owner of a company, he decides finally, okay, we have to do it in this way. If quality assurance says, okay, this batch is not in accordance to a regulation, then please respect it. Don't discuss about hours, about how can we sell that material.
Mustafa Akyüz, General Manager of ETO control body in Turkey, is sharing lessons learned with us about the necessity and the importance of capacity building for organic controllers.
In early 2015, we had some problems with the products certified by ETO coming from Ukraine. So that was sunflower cake. This was a feed input material. So this was imported, and there were some pesticide residues found. And the impact of this input in the feed material in the feed sector was quite big. So accreditation body suspended our accreditation for the EU scope especially. Well, we learned the lesson because it really cost us, because we lost the approval from the EU Commission. And so we had to learn a lot from this, and we need to improve our system, our quality system, change our registration system. So we decided to use the electronic registration and database system, which the majority of the certifiers already using since several years. So we have to catch them up. And also the staff must be really trained. So we trained a lot this year, 2015. And we continue. Finally, we are all trying to get the consumers' confidence, and consumers really want to see that the producers and the traders, they are really involved in organic philosophy.
Next is Safa Gönügü from ETO, and he will give us a best practice example how an association like ETO can serve as a service provider to the organic movement in Turkey by introducing an organic input list, which is a very important tool for farmers in Turkey for quality improvement.
With the help of control bodies, we have taken about 150 inputs and listed them in our first small data. And then we aimed to increase it up to 700, which we think is the correct amount of the usage in Turkey.
Deutschland hat da 1,7 Millionen über die 4-5 Jahre in die Hand genommen, um ein Kooperationsprojekt auf dem Gebiet des ökologischen Landbaus voranzubringen. Eben auch, weil die Türkei ein Land ist, in dem viele deutsche Unternehmen auch tätig sind. Denn das Kapital vom ökologischen Landbau ist eben das Verbrauchervertrauen. Und dieses Verbrauchervertrauen, das darf nicht enttäuscht werden durch Missbrauch, durch höhere Schadstoffwerte. Und da bietet eben diese bilaterale Kooperation zwischen Deutschland und der Türkei solche Austausche zwischen Wirtschaftspartnern, die ja nicht immer einfach sind. Und da ist einmal eben so ein recht erfolgreiches Projekt, das jetzt langsam zu Ende geht. Und dann ist die Hoffnung, dass aus Eigeninteresse heraus auch von türkischer Seite so etwas weitergeführt wird, weil es ist eigentlich auch in beiderseitigem Interesse der wirtschaftlichen Entwicklung, auch von türkischen Unternehmen in Bezug auf den ökologischen Landbau, eine gute Sache, das weiterzuführen.